The Romanticism, the national development did not come about only through wars and territorial expansion. Culture played an important role in creating idea of nation. Art, poetry, story, music held expression in shape of nationalist feeling. Just we are having a patriotic song for the nation. We have the history of our martyr soldiers and the people who have lost their life during the struggle to get a freedom from British Empire. So like we have a romanticism. Let us look romanticism, a culture movement which sought to develop a particular form of nationalist sentiments. It is a sentiment. Romantic artists and poets generally criticize the glorification of reason of science and also focus instead of emotions, institution, mythical feeling. Their effort was to create a sense of shared collective heritage, a common culture passed on the basis of nation. Other romantics, such as German philosopher Johann Gottfried Herder, claimed that a true German culture was discovered among the common people. Das Volk. It was through folk songs, folk poetry, and folk dances that the true spirit of nationalists voyages was popularized. So, collecting the record of this form of folk culture was essential for the project of national building. To build a nation, we got to read the stories, songs, and history to the people, so they feel united and they have a sense of belongingness. The emphasis of an vernacular. Vernacular means a local language or a local. Vernacular languages and a collection of a local folklore was not just recover an ancient national spirit, but also to carry the modern nationalist message to a large audience who were mostly illiterate. This was especially in the case of Poland. It was especially for Poland, which had been partitioned at the end of the 18th century. Great power Russia, Prussia, and Austria. Even though the Poland no longer existed in the independent territory, national feeling kept alive through music and language. Karol Karpinski, for an example, celebrated national struggle through his operas and music, turning folk dance into a Polonaise and mazurka into a nationalist symbol. Our national symbol is our flag, national emblem. So they were appealing people for emotional appeal to get united and get a nationalist kind of sentiments. Now, what happened like this? If we talk about uh, languages too played an important role in developing national sentiment. Russian occupation of Polish language was forced out of school, and Russian language was imposed everywhere. In 1813, an armed rebellion against Russia rule took place with an ultimate crush. Following this, many members of clergy means top class in Poland, began to use language as a weapon of a national resistance. Polish was the use of church gathering and all the religion instructions. As a result, a large number of the priests and bishops were put into jail or sent to Siberia by the Russian authorities as a punishment for their refusal to preach in Russian. The used Polish came to be sent as a symbol of struggle against the Russian dominance. Now there is a new topic. We are starting with hunger, hardship, and popular revolt. Hunger, hardship creates popular revolt. That is also we can say. In 1830, the year of economic hardship in the Europe. The first half of the 19th century saw an enormous increase in the population all over Europe. In most countries, there were more seekers of job than employment. The population from rural areas migrated into the cities, and the cities were overloaded. Small producers in the town often faced with stiff competition from import of cheap machine-made goods from England, where industrialization was more advanced than on the continent. This was especially so in the textile production, which carried out mainly homes or small workshop as one of the partly mechanized one. In those regions of the European aristocracy still enjoyed power. Peasants struggle under the burden of feudal dues and obligations. So this rise to the price of bread and brought the hardship.